guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is my Sunday morning routine and reset. It's time to get ready for another week. You're gonna see me tidy up a little bit, bake a delicious breakfast coffee cake for my family, and do a little bit of planning for the week to come. So grab your coffee, and if you're ready to start cleaning, let's get it done. I cannot start my day without coffee, and since it is so incredibly hot right now in Florida where I live, I drink iced coffee, usually like 2 a day actually. At any rate, while my coffee is brewing, I am going to tidy up my kitchen a little bit. I am preparing to make a delicious breakfast coffee cake for us to have not only on this wonderful Sunday morning, but also to eat throughout the week as just something different that, you know, kiddos don't really like to have just scrambled eggs every day or cereal every day, so I try to mix it up. My favorite little cup cozy. And iced coffee is just my thing. I love it so much. You'll have to let me know in the comments, are you an iced coffee person or a hot coffee person? And for me, it's 100% dependent on the time of year. If it's cold outside, I want hot coffee. If it's hot outside, I want iced coffee. So I'm filling up the dishwasher and I'm gonna get it started, and then we're gonna do some baking.
I was yours for the taking. Guess I needed a home, but if I'm not mistaken, you were good on your own. And I know I was drunk enough. Didn't know it would mess me up, yeah.
Alright, this coffee cake is the easiest thing to bake because all you need is a box of white cake mix. White just tastes the best to me. You can follow the directions on the back of the box and just add cinnamon, and that's it. I mean, you're done. You've made a coffee cake right there. But for me, I like to change it. It calls for 3 eggs. I add 4. I substitute the water for milk, and I use whatever butter I have instead of oil, or it called for a 1/3 cup of oil, so I used what I had left of butter and then filled up the 1/3 cup with oil. I don't know if that made any sense, but I put the butter in the cup and then filled it up with the oil. At any rate, it turns out so delicious, so soft, and the texture is just amazing. So it's really easy. Don't be intimidated. This is one of my favorite things to bake for my family. I will also top it with a streusel. Well, my version of a streusel. There can't possibly be anything about this that's authentic in terms of it being a coffee cake or it having a streusel on top. I just kind of go with it, and this is what works for me. So once I mixed this together, I lined a pan with parchment paper, and I poured it right into the pans. I did use some oil to grease the pan, and then I cut them in strips. Believe me, this will make getting the cake out of the pan so easy, and it's just easier to get the cake out of the pan when it's done. But see, it looks just like that, and then I poured it in there, and then that was when I realized that I forgot to add the cinnamon. So I just sprinkled it right on top and then mixed it together right there in the baking pan. And it baked according to the instructions on the back. and that part turned out great.
Forgiveness, you're the one who called it off. Broke my heart in just a minute. No, you don't get to call it love when it wasn't even close.
And then I realized that I did not have any brown sugar. Well, you don't really even have to buy brown sugar if you have regular sugar, white granulated sugar, and molasses, because that's all brown sugar is. So I just poured some sugar in a cup and poured in maybe a couple teaspoons of molasses, and it took a long time and some patience, but pretty soon it was delightfully fluffy brown sugar. And so I used a little bit of brown sugar, a little bit of flour, and some melted butter, and made a crumbly mixture out of that for my streusel. I did not make any measurements, so I don't have any measurements to give you. I didn't even Google it. I just know that I needed brown sugar, flour, and a little melted butter. So I'm not very helpful there, but it sure makes me feel like a confident baker, even though I don't think I am. At any rate, this was delicious, and there will be a delightful after picture, I promise.
I'm so sick of waiting and getting too restless to be in this dusty town. I've heard of this place where people forget and you get another try. So come open up my door. I don't wanna be here and let the world pass me by. I won't see your face where.
And this is how it turned out. Look at how easy it is to get that out of the pan. I will cut it, although I have to tell you the lighting makes it really hard to see, but the texture of the cake was just amazing, phenomenal. I forgot to mention that if you have brown sugar, a way to keep it nice and soft and fresh is to throw a couple marshmallows in it. And that's what you saw me do. So marshmallows in your brown sugar. I promise it works. I don't know how or why, but it works. It's so nice to finally get the chance to tidy up the living room. This is where we spend our evenings. Usually we'll pick out a movie or a TV show that's appropriate for the girls, and we'll watch that together, or have some popcorn together, or even play a game together. But that's what we do in our living room. The girls spend their days in the playroom, which I love. It gives me the opportunity to get work done somewhere else in the house. If you're new here, I just wanted to pop on and introduce myself. My name is Erin, and I'm a wife and a mother, obviously. My husband's name is Chris. We've been married for 5 years, and my girls are 3 and 1. And one of them does go to school full time, and the other stays home with me. But this is a holiday weekend, so everybody is home.
Yeah. You call me on your bad days to make sure I cheer you up, but never on your good days. I wasn't worth that much. You told me I was special, but not enough to make you stay. I guess you couldn't settle with somebody like me. My self-esteem has reached a new all-time low. At least you accomplished something, yeah. Before you, I was doing good on my own. If only I just hadn't been so wrong. How can I have been so stupid, so naive?
I hope that you are enjoying this content. I do try very hard to make sure I'm showing real life as it happens and in the order that it happens. Sundays are very relaxing days, so I really only cleaned up the living area, and then the rest of the day really is just all about spending time together as a family. So I love to read, and my husband and I watch some kind of show every evening. We've watched Walker, Bridgerton, Downton Abbey, so many different shows. So if you recommend a show on Netflix or HBO, or even Disney, because we love the Marvel and Star Wars shows, we watch those too, drop your recommendations in the comments so we can check them out.
My self-esteem has reached a new all-time low. At least you accomplished something, yeah. Before you, I was doing good on my own. If only I just hadn't been so wrong. No, 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 no. How can I have been so stupid, so naive? Wish I did, but little did I know. Why have I been wasting all my energy? Wish I did, but little did I know that you were gonna chase me, hit me, leave me just to move on. That I was gonna like you, love you, need you just to end up alone. How can I have been so stupid, so naive? Wish I did, but little did I know. It's time that we put out the fire. With every breath I breathe you out, we just can't take it any higher. It's only fair we let each other go without.
My last and favorite thing to do to reset for the week is to meal plan. I use my meal planning template that I designed in Canva, and I fill out all 3 meals a day for the entire week. I always leave a couple dinners blank because we never know if we're going to eat out, or maybe just do a big meal on one night and do leftovers the next. But I do all 3 meals for all days because it makes writing out my grocery list so much easier. I can more clearly see everything that I need to get. It's just a little helpful tip. I also wrote out everything I needed in my planner. It's not perfectly detailed, but it's enough to help me start off the week. And then when I'm all finished with that, I will put everything up on the refrigerator. I hope that you enjoyed this video, my Sunday routine and reset. If you are not subscribed, hit that subscribe button and join me on this crazy journey. Thank you so much for being here with me. I appreciate all of you, and I will see you next week.
Time to get up. Maybe we just wanted it to work.